Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, for tonight's special event, the Holiday Showdown, a charity race for the Toys for Tots Foundation. Bottom of your screen, you already see how much we've raised so far, but not all of it has been put in yet, so keep an eye on that bottom part of your screen all night long. If you want to donate, there's a pin linked in the chat of the YouTube channel. But joining me tonight is a special guest, Chris Legoo. How you doing, sir?
Oh, Sam, I tell you what, bud, I am looking forward to this. This is going to be a lot of fun. And honestly, Talladega, the speed, very high in these Xfinity cars. And man, I'm ready to go.
We got to let the people know we're doing a full Xfinity length race. So it's going to be 113 laps. We are running stages this evening. Stage 1 will end on lap 25. Stage 2 will end on lap 50. And then they will run to the end after that. They're only running 75% fuel here this evening in the Xfinity car. And a lot of interesting holiday paint schemes out there, Chris.
Yeah, it's a lot of good stuff out there. I guess there was a vote kind of between the drivers and then you and I beforehand, Sam, and I'll tell you, it came down to, it wasn't my first choice, but we're going to take Tanner Marr as the winner of the best paint scheme here tonight. Tanner Marr is looking good out there.
Let's see if we can't get him up here and show the car off. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. That is the MF Racing Designs Best Paint Scheme Award. Tanner will receive a free paint scheme from MF Racing Designs.
And I'm Tanner's also car looking very good out there.
I'm going to put something up on screen for everybody, Chris, just in case. If you're watching, I'm going to put a QR code up just for a minute here. That is also a donation link for tonight. If you want to donate to the Toys for Tots Foundation, it takes you directly there, and all the money goes directly to Toys for Tots.
Yeah. Listen, this is the time of giving. Let's make sure we do that. And, man, Toys for Tots, what a great foundation. Let's get it out there. Let's make sure every kid out there has a chance to enjoy themselves this Christmas.
So there's a lot of drivers out here tonight, Chris. Do you have a pick?
Listen, I'm going to be a little bit of a Grinch here. I'm going to say I want one of my teammates to win. I've got two of them out there. I've got a couple of honorary drivers maybe. But Philip Van Vliet, or I've got Aaron Bach over as well. Corey, it's been awesome to watch the beginning of and most of the practice. But I'll tell you, Philip Van Vliet has been one of the fastest cars here so far tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the top of your screen right now, you see the fastest lap times. Hard to judge who's going to be faster at Talladega, though, because we know drafting is going to play a huge factor here tonight. These drivers are going to get 2 quick repairs this evening. What that means is if they have damage, come down pit road, use a quick repair. It's going to act like they just pulled a brand new car off of the trailer.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool thing to have 2 of them, which means you have an accident. You're part of the big one. You hit the wall and you ruin your aerodynamics. Sam, you come down pit road, you have your mechanics get on it real quick. Boom, just like that, you have yourself a new car.
Drivers have about 2.5 minutes left here in practice before we go to a 10-minute open qualifying session, Chris. And something I'd like to point out is that there is a hard charger award tonight, but there's a stipulation to it. You have to make an attempt at a qualifying run here tonight, a solid qualifying attempt.
Yeah, and that, of course, being sponsored here tonight. Just about everything is being sponsored here tonight, and that's exactly what we're after. A huge night here for Toys for Tots. That is what we're looking for here on True Sim Productions, Sam, and let's make sure we get it to happen.
That being said, 2 minutes left here in practice, ladies and gentlemen. We have to go trackside for tonight's national anthem, done by Joshua Rutherford. And thank you very much, Joshua Rutherford, for a great rendition of our national anthem. Everybody, if you could, go check out Mullet Music Productions on YouTube and give Josh a little love and support. And check out all of his other stuff. He provides most of the music, pretty much all the music here on True Sin Productions, so we greatly appreciate him for that. Practice is wrapping up here, Chris.
Yeah, it's coming down to an end right now, and the fastest guy on track, it's going to be Jeffrey Clifton. Clifton out there racing his heart out, just like all of us here tonight, trying to raise a little money for Toys for Tots. And just like that, boy, it's all changing.
It's time for these drivers to go into open qualifying. Now, here's the biggest thing with open qualifying, everybody. Who are you going to work with here? Are you going to lay back? I mean, it seems like everybody's trying to go out. They're all going to try out and get out there in a draft, right? Like that is the key thing to do right here.
Sam, 2 keys here tonight. Find yourself some drafting partners and don't get into the big one.
$10 on the line here too. I'd like to point out that is sponsored by that is actually from Kerry Shaver, driving the number 18 tonight. Dark Tempest Motorsports. He's giving out $10 to the pole award. So money on the line for the pole here, Chris.
Yeah, I love hearing about that. I love raising money for a foundation such as Toys for Tots, which is exactly what we're doing here, Sam. And man, all night long, that's what I want to push. This isn't about just racing, it's about raising money here for Toys for Tots.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and click that link. It's pinned in the comments. That'll take you directly to the website to donate to Toys for Tots. The bar down at the bottom hand part of the screen is live, so it will update in live time. You'll see your donation come across. We greatly appreciate it, and they do too.
Yeah, I just really want to encourage everybody once again. This is a time for giving, and a lot of people are struggling at this point. So let's try and open up our wallets just a little bit here. It doesn't have to be a big amount. Any little amount, Sam, is going to make a huge difference for this coming Christmas.
So some times are starting to come in already, Chris, but these guys haven't even gotten up to speed yet, haven't even started drafting each other. And the biggest thing is we don't really know who's going to work with each other. There's so many drivers from so many different leagues joining us here tonight, all getting together for this good cause. So it's going to be a great race and an interesting one at that all night long.
Oh, it sure is. I mean, we have plenty of laps to kind of figure out who the winner's going to be. But the biggest thing I want to figure out is who is going to work together tonight. You see Clemis on top right now with a 59.31. And right behind him, Ophelia with a 59.64. And just like that, Sam, it switches. And Bockover now leads the way with Mark Arthur right behind him. And it changes again, Sam. It's going to be like that all night long here tonight at Talladega.
Well, how about the guy donating and giving money for the pole award tonight, Kerry Shaver? He just went to the top of the board right now with a 49.97.
Yeah, Shaver doesn't want to give away any of his money, Sam. He wants to keep it for himself, and I don't blame him. Shaver up front right now on the pole with a 49.97.
Yeah, but they are in a huge pack too, and I mean, it could change in the snap of a finger. Crossing the line right here, as you see that, Bach over to the top of the board, then Mark Arthur to the top of the board as these guys cross the line. Nobody takes provisional pole away yet. Right now, Mark Arthur sitting on provisional pole.
Yeah, Mark Arthur, a very fast driver. Sam, you and I are very familiar with him, a member of the Blazing Pedals League. Mark Arthur out there trying to show the way here at 49.85.
Keeping an eye on timing and scoring. You see these guys, they're all over the place. They don't know who to work with. Everybody going for every little bit of draft they can, trying to get all the speed out of the car they can here in qualifying. About 5 minutes and 40 seconds left to go.
And that's a big thing, right? It's you got to find your working partners. So you got to find them right now. In game chat, we're hearing people trying to work together, and maybe not successfully, but I'll tell you what, up top right now, it's still Mark Arthur, his qualifying time of 49.851.
Still plenty of time left to go in qualifying, though. These guys are starting to get formed up, starting to draft with other people a little bit, working with everybody, so that time could change.
Oh, absolutely, Sam, and that's what we're looking for. Right now, the top three are going to be Arthur, Bockover, and Shaver in the number 18. Those three, the top speed as we get ready to get done with qualifying. Just a little over 4.5 minutes to go here, Sam, in this qualifying effort. Mark Arthur still leads the way.
And it's interesting to see, too. There's a lot of guys kind of choosing to run that top lane. Maybe they're trying to get the car wound up, and then they'll move down to that bottom lane to get a better time. But let's try and jump around here. We see this big pack right now being led by, it looks like Tom Freitas in that number 32. A lot of guys trying to fall in behind him. It's a good line of cars. And they are definitely hauling the mail right now as they go down to the turns 3 and 4.
That's a huge line of cars, Sam, and we both know from having done this multiple times that if you can lay yourself back and then just stay in the draft, but lay yourself back and then hit that accelerator pedal as hard as you can, I think you will find that one of those drivers may be one of the faster ones out there during this qualifying effort. Still, nobody has knocked off Mark Arthur from that race, that pole sitting speed of a 49.851.
See a bunch of guys might have went down pit road, cooled the engines down just a little bit. They're coming back out to try it again. Thomas Freitas still leading this pack right now. Got the 99 of Michael Wood right behind him. They got a good line of cars right here. There's only 5 of them, but now with these guys coming out of pit road, I mean, it's hard to keep track right now. There's just cars everywhere all over the track.
Well, it's part of the fun of Talladega, right? We have a huge lineup of cars here tonight. 3 minutes left of qualifying, and I gotta say, we don't know who's gonna sit on a pole right now, but that 12 is looking really strong out there as a pole contender. Mark Arthur is just on top of it right now. Of course, we're showing the number 32. That's Thomas Freitas, and Thomas looking very good as well. His best time so far, a 54.63, as he's getting ready to come down pit road.
Taking a look at this pack. There's 3 wide here in qualifying. You got Joshua Rutherford leading the inside lane there.
Sam, where do you want to be when you're 3 wide?
Me personally, I don't know. It really depends, because you could get stuck in any lane, right? And you kind of got to manage it throughout the race. These guys are doing a great job running 3 wide. I prefer the top lane, but that's just me. You know, then you got to worry about pitting, right, Chris? And if you're running 3 wide, you got to get down to the inside to get to pit road, or else you're just going to have a really hard time.
Oh, we got some action here on track as we have a couple spinning, and that's going to happen here tonight. Again, one of the things you have to watch out for is the big one, and I put that in quotes, but Mark Arthur able to shoot on through. And I'll tell you, I think my preference here is going to be the middle lane tonight, Sam. If you can be in the middle, you have a choice. You can go down low, you can go up high, providing there's not a car there. Maybe the middle line here tonight is going to be the way to go. We've seen through various leagues and such that the middle lane isn't that bad of a place to be.
And the thing is, Chris, is when these guys start drafting each other and they start racing, that high line or that middle line that you're talking about, it gets that pull coming off of the corners, and sometimes that could help you here, especially coming down to the end.
Yeah, absolutely. But of course, again, it goes down to who do you have helping you? Who is going to be the guy that is on that back bumper, giving the push that you need in order to get to the front?
Only about 41 seconds left here in qualifying before these guys start to get ready for 113 laps here at Talladega. Again, a full Xfinity length race here tonight. It's going to be a long one. But Chris, I'd like to point out, if you look at our donation bar right now, up to $190.
That is absolutely awesome, and I'm going to go ahead and encourage you once again, please, let's try and get as close to that 1,000 mark as we can here tonight. The drivers paid in. You fans could pay in. Let's get some Toys for Tots going here tonight over on YouTube, True Sim Productions, and on Facebook here tonight. Thank you again to BAM Racing Videos.
Yeah, absolutely. Big shout out to BAM Racing Videos for allowing us to also be live on their Facebook page. Go give them a like on Facebook.
Yeah, it's such a big deal here tonight, Sam. You know, it's only December 3rd. We've got 22 more days until we hit Christmas. But in those 22 days, people's lives can absolutely change. You can go from maybe 1 or 2 presents under the tree to 4 or 5 in the stroke of nothing. It means absolutely nothing to some of us, but it could mean absolutely the world to any of the kids out there. Again, let's get that donation bar going here tonight. Right now it's at 190. I love seeing that, but I think we can do better throughout the night.
And again, the driver's fees have yet to be tallied onto that as well, too, Chris. So that has yet to be put in there, and Tanner will let me know when they're about to do that, I'm pretty sure. So we'll keep an eye out for that. Qualifying finishing, though, Chris. And it looks like Mark Arthur's going to hang on to the pole.
Yeah, Mark Arthur in the 12 car, going to be your pole sitter here tonight. And that is a great place to start. He's going to have control of the entire field here tonight.
Well, Chris, how about we start it a little early? There's a lot of drivers here in this field, a full 42-car field. Why don't we get started? You want to get started off here tonight?
Absolutely. On the pole here tonight, going to be the driver of the number 12. It's going to be Mark Arthur. To his outside from TNA Motorsports, it's going to be the 40 car of Aaron Bockover. Starting inside of row number 2, going to be Kerry Shaver in the number 18, Johnny Avila. Going to be starting his 63 in the 4th spot. In 5th tonight, going to be starting his number 2, going to be Steven Johnson. And to his outside, it's going to be Joshua Rutherford from the Work in Progress team. Starting in 7th tonight, the 02 Canadian, it's going to be Guy Barrett. And to his outside, another Canadian, it's going to be Tri Tarba in the number 24. Starting in 9th tonight, it's going to be Brian Zimmerman. And to his outside, it's going to be Larry Bell, another Canadian here tonight in the number 47. The 99 from Blaze Motorsports, going to be starting his car in the 11th spot. And to his outside, it's Thomas Frietes, starting in 12. And if you want to go ahead and just advance that for me, bud. Okay, here we go. It's going to be the 99 of Wood. And, oh, we lost it. Oh, no, okay. 13th spot is going to be Kel Butler from Blaze Motorsports. To his outside teammate, Noah Helmberg in the 45, again, from Blaze Motorsports. Dustin Lamb from Lamb Motorsports, going to be starting his number 10 and 15th spot. And Sam, in 16th here tonight, it's going to be Jeff Taylor from Dark Tempest Motorsports.
Yeah, Chris, starting in 17th position is going to be Ronnie Morrison in the number 69 with Tyler Clemens to his outside in the 31. Paul Gallimore in the number 17 is going to be starting 19th with Brandon. I'm going to try this one. Bikey, I don't know. Number 3, starting in 20th. Corey Rutherford going to be starting in 21st. Brandon Metler is going to be starting in 22nd position. Got to restart the grid music, man. This is a big grid here tonight.
It's huge.
let's just go ahead and go a little bit quicker because we're coming 1 to green. We're just going to show the remainder of the grid here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Down to 32nd position. And that last page is going to round out the field.
Sam, what's the key to tonight's race?
Patience, Chris. I think patience is going to be the biggest key tonight. It's a long race, a lot of laps, and you're at a super speedway where you're going to be on edge the entire time. So patience is going to be key.
Patience, and I'm going to go with teammates.
Teammates
Whether
is a good one.
planned or not, you need somebody to push you to the front. That's it for the beginning of qualifying, the end of qualifying. We're getting ready to go green for the first time here tonight. Pace car hits down to the low side of the track. It's going to be coming down onto pit road. And Sam, I believe you're bringing us to the green.
I am, Chris, and Mark Arthur got the pole with Aaron Bockover, somebody he was working with in qualifying to his outside. Possible teammates here tonight. Mark's going to bring him down into the restart zone. First start's going to be in the hands of the flagman. Green flag is out, and we are charity racing at Talladega.
Immediately, the 63 right on the back bumper of Aaron Bockover. Bockover drops down to hit tonight's teammate, the 12, but the 63 absolutely pulls down behind Aaron Bockover. So it's going to be Bockover, Avrella in the 63, Mark Arthur making out the top three. The high line trying to sort itself out behind the 12. It is going to be Kerry Shaver. Shaver in the 18 is running in. Well, let's put him down to the 4th or 5th spot as it's changing quickly here between 4th and 5th.
Yeah, you notice, Chris, everybody's starting to get single file here. Again, a long way to go. Lap 1 of 113. These guys still haven't gotten up to full speed. They're running double file, but you see a bunch of guys starting to fall to the back. A little bit of strategy being played here tonight already.
Well, yeah, you got to listen. Even on a super speedway, it's all about strategy. Strategy will win you this race. It can also lose you this race. Right now, Mark Arthur all the way to the top side. Mark Arthur may be dropping back. He's going to leave his teammate Aaron Bockover tonight in the 40 car all alone.
Yeah, but something I'd like to point out, though, Chris, you know, it could be a smart move on Mark's part, only because if you get in that draft, you can save a little bit of fuel. If you're out front, you're using all of your fuel. So a good call dropping to the back here. And again, if that big one happens, you're in the back, you can avoid it a little bit better.
Oh, absolutely, Sam. You're completely right. Right now, we've got Bockover and Aveller up front, towards the front anyway. Bockover now has dropped back to the 5th spot, so Avelia and Steven Johnson running 1 and 2. Joshua Rutherford in the 3rd spot. Just like that, you know, he drops down to 4th, and that's what we're going to expect here tonight.
Lap 3 of 113, you see the 32 of Tom Friedis on the outside, leading the outside lane. He's got the 45 of Noel Holmberg. I hope I'm saying that name right. Right behind him, pushing him, trying to get him up to the front here.
Yeah, great shot you got going right now. Off the hood, second line up. And this is awesome stuff. Talladega is the speed track. I mean, it's the fastest track in NASCAR, Sam.
How about this? Steven Johnson jumps up to the outside lane. He's going to go around the 63, try to take that lead away.
Johnson up top, has it this time by, and Johnson now drops down to the inside. Steven Johnson, the race leader, trying to get that bottom lane moving, and right behind him, it's going to be the 63. Avelia tried to make it up, but the top lane, Sam, is strong here tonight. Look out for that middle lane. Well, we're going to call it the top lane for now, but it's going to be the middle lane later on. I guarantee it.
Yeah, you can tell, Chris, that these guys are, regardless, they're side by side, like 13 rows deep right now, but they are being patient.
Yeah.
There's no crazy moves really being made right now aside from trying to go for the lead, but no harm, no foul right now. Lap 4 of 113, these guys are racing for it. Remember, money on the line tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for those stages. Front Row Esports is donating $10 to each stage winner here tonight. So big shout out to Front Row Esports for the donations to stage 1 and 2 winners.
Yeah, really got to thank all the sponsors here tonight. Again, doing it for Toys for Tots. And, man, what a great event. I want to go ahead and thank Tanner Marr for trying to put this all together. Not trying, Sam, but succeeding. This thing is going to be awesome.
So far, it has been awesome, Chris. I mean, we're only 5 laps into this. These guys are doing a great job, doing some great racing here at Talladega. And here's the biggest thing. Let's go on board right now with the 55 of Mike Davenport. He's back there in 29th position. But look at this, Chris. There's really no separation of the packs just yet. Everybody's pretty close together enough to hang on to that front pack strap. So
yeah,
I'm surprised to see that, but I'm sure we'll see that once green flag pit stops happen.
Yeah, that's one of the things we're kind of used to seeing, right, is a separation. But so far here on lap number 6, we haven't seen that yet. And perhaps, Sam, you're right. If we can get to the green flag pit stops, that may kind of divide this field in half or thirds or however it goes. But my goodness, right now, it is all solid up.
How about the 46 of Joshua Rutherford right now in that middle lane you were calling it, Chris, already starting to become a middle lane. He's going to the lead right now. 46 taking the lead on lap number 6, coming to 7.
Yeah, Rutherford up front now has the race lead that time by Rutherford. Leads one here for the Toys for Tots. And it is awesome. I don't mind seeing that at all. Obviously, I've raced against Rutherford a few times. Joshua doing a great job. We got one kind of going below the yellow line. It's the 31 car. Look out for him as he's got to try and find his way back in. That's Tyler Clemens. Clemens got to try and find his way back on track.
Could have been a strategy.
He is able to do that. Wow, Sam, you don't ever want to do it without announcing, and I'm listening in on the race comms as well as with you, and that was not called out. That's dangerous, man.
Well, he made it work, so good for him on that. Right now, the 63 of Johnny Avila trying to take the lead back over. Rutherford holding strong on the inside with Steven Johnson and that number 2 pushing him.
Yeah, Avila has got the number 40 of Aaron Bockover pushing him. And we've got Joshua Rutherford with the 2 of Steven Johnson pushing him on the inside. And just like that, Bockover drops down to the inside. Bockover now trying to take over the race lead. Aaron Bockover in the 40 car, the teenage driver, trying to get it done on the inside.
Yeah, getting a heck of a push from that number 46 of Joshua Rutherford. Going down through the tri-oval here. It's a battle between the 63 and the 40 of who's going to lead this lap. Big run from the 63 on the outside.
Chat, I just want to make sure that you're out there. I want to make sure that we're trying to get as much donations as possible here tonight. We're doing this live from the goodness of our hearts on TrueSim Productions. Sam, I want to get as many donations as possible. Open up that checkbook. $2, $3, $4. It's acceptable. Do it. Let's get it done.
Right now, currently sitting at $240, so we thank you for that. As these guys are putting on a heck of a show for you guys here this evening at Talladega.
Yeah, and I got to say, Sam, these guys haven't even gotten started yet. Here we are on lap number... I don't even know. I mean,
Bockover in the grass, Chris. Bockover through the infield grass.
Oh, Bockover.
Great save.
Yeah, Joshua Rutherford just came over calm saying, hey, man, I'm so sorry. I got a little bit more of you than I wanted. So Rutherford kind of tapped the rear bumper. Bockover didn't like it. He came down below the yellow line. Meets up with tonight's teammate, the number 12 of Mark Arthur.
Right now, that gave the lead back over to the 69 of Ronnie Morrison. And JR, I'm going to try this last name, Schomburg. We'll try it. We'll just call him JR tonight. How about that? Up 32 spots right now, Chris. Sitting in second.
That's just one of the things, Sam. Here on a super speedway, you can go up really fast, but you can go down just as fast.
Well, since I just looked at that donation bar and it's gone up a little bit, I want to do something a little special for everybody here tonight. So, how about you guys get your remotes, whatever, and turn it up, because we're going to do a crank it up. All right, crank it up. We gotta mention that, Chris. We saw it. The 46 of Rutherford got really loose there.
Oh man!
I don't know how he was able to save that.
That's a dang good question, Sam. Because wow, you don't often see a car drop below that yellow line and live to tell the tale, but the 46 sure did do it. Good job from Joshua Rutherford. My goodness, that could have been bad.
That was a great save here tonight. Lap 15 of 113. Not sure when we're going to see these guys come down pit road. They only have a 75% fuel load here tonight. But that was, I'm sorry, we got to say it again. That was a great save by Joshua. Kept the car going straight. Everybody got around him clean, and we stay under green.
Yeah, and the nice thing is while he did lose the draft a little bit, he has a little help in that number 10, so it's not done quite yet. But Dustin Lamb right behind Joshua Rutherford, hopefully to try and get him back towards the front.
How about this 3 wide back here near Jeff Clifton and Jason Raymond? Derek Paulson also in the mix back here on the bottom in that number 6 MF Racing Designs Christmas Holiday Special paint scheme, we'll call it.
Yeah, MF Racing Designs doing a great job, and guess what? Voted on by the drivers, the best racing scheme, going to get one free scheme here tonight from MF Racing Designs. And I'll tell you what, I'm a little bit jealous about that. I wouldn't mind one of those myself.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you are on iRacing and you need a paint scheme done, go check out MF Racing Designs on Facebook and he'll hook you up. Not only that, we got to shout out CJR Graphics. He's done a few paint schemes tonight, including the one on the 46 of Joshua Rutherford and Corey Rutherford.
Yeah, and Aaron Bockover, and I'm sure the list goes on and on. Sam is, man, he does a great job painting cars as well. I'll tell you, it was kind of funny, kind of inside stuff here. So for those that don't know, I am a member of TNA, just like a couple of other drivers that are out there, TNA Motorsports, and we had this chat going, and it was kind of funny. Aaron Bockover, driver of the number 40, says to our well, what I'll call our lead painter, hey, can I get the TNA graphics, because you haven't done the paint yet, so I'm going to have Corey Rutherford do it for me. And sure enough, boy, he came out with a good one. That Clydesdale looking machine is awesome. I'd love to see it out there.
So we're getting close to the end of stage one here. You see guys are starting to go for it. A little bit of three-wide action back mid-pack. Back here with the number 44, Jason Raymond. You see Dalton Kilrow, that's somebody we haven't mentioned all night tonight. That number 41 up there on the top side trying to make a lane up there.
Yeah, Dalton Kilrow, you got to watch out for him. He was just crowned a champion in another league. Dalton Kilrow, very, very fast in that 41. And more importantly, Sam, he just kind of seems to get the strategy of just about every racetrack out there, whether it's to conserve fuel, conserve tires, conserve the car. He just kind of gets it.
Well, right now he's got some help with the 44, Jason Raymond. They're making something happen on that top line, and don't look now, Mark Arthur and Aaron Bockover right behind them as well.
Yeah, you got to watch out for that duo. And I'll tell you another guy that we haven't talked about yet. It's the 89 of Philip Van Vliet. He's been very quiet tonight, but I promise you by the end of this race, he is going to be a factor.
Oh, Dalton into the wall a little bit right there. We're on board with the 44. Dalton tried to push it around. I don't know who that was that jumped up in front of him. That was, who was that? That was the 45. Yeah. The 45 of Noel Holmberg. Sorry, Holmberg.
Yeah.
Jumped up and, I mean, really wasn't clear. And that was a good job on Dalton's part. Got into the wall just a little bit. Everybody keeps it straight here. Only a few laps to go left in this stage.
Yeah, and I got to be honest with you. I'm listening in on the audio from the race feed. Dalton was not exactly happy with that move.
$10 on the line, though, here for stage one. I mean, what are you going to do? We just seen what the 45 wants to do. 3 wide for the race lead going down the back straightaway.
Top side, it's going to be the 45 trying to get there to the front. He's done it. Joshua Beaver in the number 45 trying to get it done. Here comes Dalton Kilrow down to the inside. Kilrow going to try and win stage number 1. Kilrow with a huge head of momentum. He's got the 69 right behind him. The 69 trying to get it done as well. That's going to be Ronnie Morrison. Morrison out of nowhere on the inside. And Sam, it looks like the inside as we go 4 deep here at Talladega is looking strong.
Jason Raymond in that number 44 as Aaron Bockover pushing him on that top side lane right now. All Dalton Kilrow on the inside lane with Ronnie Morrison and Johnny Avila right behind him. No middle lane right yet as the 99 of Michael Wood jumps down, jumps up, goes back down to the inside lane once again as we go down the back straightaway.
Down the back straightaway we go. Dalton Kilrow still continues to lead the way. Johnny Avila on the second lane trying to get there. He's got help from the 02. The 02 Guy Barrett. But look out for that top lane, the 44 leading the way. Still undecided at this point here, Sam.
Only 4 laps to go left in stage 1. Jason Raymond leading the top lane. Johnny Avila leading the second lane. Dalton Kilrow leading the bottom lane. right now. Advantage to the middle lane. They look like they have a better run right here, Chris.
This is awesome. I can't wait to see who's going to win. Stage number 1, it's going to come down to the 41 and 63. I have a feeling, let's not forget, stage 1 winner going to get $10 from Front Row Esports.
Jason Raymond looked like he kind of got hung out to dry there on that top side lane. Nobody wants to go with him. You saw Bockover and Mark Arthur drop down to that middle lane right now. Now just double file all the way back.
Double file is the way to go here at Talladega, although we have that third lane starting to form up once again. The third lane trying to put pressure on, but right now the 41 of Dalton Kilroe continues to be the race leader as they round out through the corners.
Aaron Bockover in the number 40 with Mark Arthur right behind him in the number 12 trying to make something happen, and Philip Van Vliet, the lone Dutchman, in that number 89 making a move up to the top side.
Yeah, we're going to call it 3. We're going to call 1 honorary driver of TNA on the outside, trying to get it to the front. It's going to be the 40 of Aaron Bockover. The 12 is going to be Mark Arthur. The 89 of Philip Van Vliet, all on the outside, trying to get it done with just 3 cars. Meanwhile, the inside and the middle lane formed up perfectly, trying to get to the start-finish.
2 laps to go left here in stage 1. Dalton Kilroe still leading that bottom lane with Johnny Avila in the middle. Aaron Bockover trying to make something happen on the top side.
Dalton Kilroe still being scored as our race leader. Up top, the 63 of Johnny Avila trying to make it happen. He's got some help. The second lane completely formed up. The third lane trying to figure it out still. Only 4 cars on that top lane with Aaron Bockover leading the way. But we got the 41 of Dalton Kilroe trying to hold on to the race lead on the bottom side.
Getting a heck of a push from that number 69 of Ronnie Morrison there on the bottom lane. Got Michael Wood right behind them. And Johnny Avila still running that middle lane as they lose a little bit of momentum as they go through the tri-oval. How about Guy Barrett in that 02 jumping up to the top side?
I'll tell you what, I'm looking out for that number 99 right now, Michael Wood. Michael Wood got a little bit loose coming through the corners last time by, and Wood holds on to it, but stage 1 is completed. The 41 of Dalton Kilroe gonna win stage number 1, Sam, and that's gonna be good enough for $10 from Front Row Esports.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That was wild to watch, Chris. That was great racing all around. Everybody doing a great job. A couple of guys got loose. We saw the incident with the 46 of Rutherford. I mean, just insane racing here, and only 25 laps in.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, the 41, he really wanted to win that stage, and that's exactly what he did. He's driving the MFRD number 41 here tonight, Dalton Kilroe. Stage 1 winner, again, $10 received from Front Row Esports, excuse me.
Well, that being said, Chris, we're under our first caution, the stage caution. Dalton Kilroe, the stage winner. We're going to take a quick commercial break and have a word with our sponsors. Stick around.
shut up and sit down.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
And we are back live here on True Sim Productions and BAM Racing Videos on Facebook for the Holiday Showdown presented by Crooked Line Racing League. We're double file getting ready to go once again for Stage 2. Stage 2 will end on lap 50, so we got to keep an eye on that. These guys are doing a great job. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, in the YouTube chat is a pinned link to donate. Go ahead and donate for Toys for Tots. We're getting ready to go. Green flag racing once again. Pace cars off the track. Down through the tri-oval. It's in the hands of the 69 of Ronnie Morrison, and Michael Wood in the 99 to his outside. Into the restart zone. The green flag's going to come back out. We are back to green racing at Talladega.
Back to green, Sam, with the 99 of Wood. May have held back just a little bit. He's got some momentum here on the outside, being followed by the 45 of Noel Holmberg. The 45 trying to push on the backside of the 99, but on the inside, the 69 holding strong. That's Ronnie Morrison. I want to put it out there one more time. Yes, on the YouTube side, there's a link in order to donate to Toys for Tots. I want to make sure that everybody over here on Facebook is able to get over there. Sam, it's True Sim Productions on YouTube.com.
Out of turns 3 and 4, give the lead still to Ronnie Morrison in the number 69. He's got the 63 of Johnny Avila out there pushing him, and the 63 has been up front pretty much all night long. Everybody came down and took a pit stop last time. A few drivers taking fuel only, a few drivers taking some tires, and a couple who came down right as we went one to green, pit, and kind of EOL'd themselves, Chris.
Yeah, EOL, of course, means end of line. That means they wanted to get to the end. They don't want to be up front. They want to work towards the back. They're trying to avoid that big one. I'll put that in quotes, but right now, Ronnie Morrison leading the way, and he is doing a great job. He's got the 63 right behind him. Johnny Avila is helping out the the 69 of Ronnie Morrison really nicely here. He's doing a great job. You see the bumpers connecting right there.
Yeah, he's giving him a heck of a push. He's keeping him out front. I'd like to point out that Ronnie Morrison is up 16 spots from the start of this race. So he's definitely made his way up here. He's earned his way up to the front. Now leading here, lap 30 of 113.
Yeah, unbelievably not the top gainer here so far here tonight. Top gainer going to go to Chris Carroll, the driver of the number 97. Currently running in 12th spot. Sam, he's up 29 spots.
So great run for the 97 of Chris Carroll right now. He's got the number 3 of Brandon. I'm just going to say Brandon. I can't pronounce that last name. Sitting in 15th as we're 3 wide back here. Aaron Bockover looking to make a third lane. Chris Carroll's going to jump up in front of him, trying to leave Clifton hung out to dry here. Clifton's going to go with him.
Yeah, Clifton up top, trying to make it work with Aaron Bockover. Clifton, of course, has been somebody that I know here on iRacing for many, many years. Jeffrey Clifton, trying to get it done. Always one to be out there for a cause. And right now, leading the way, he's got Aaron Bockover right behind him. Up front, though, we've got a lead change. It's Tyler Clemis. Clemis in the 31 in that middle lane has got the lead, but the 63 charges back.
Chris Carroll trying to make something happen on the top side of the racetrack. The 45 tried to jump up in front of him there. Now Chris Carroll dives down to the middle lane, and that puts the 13 of JR out there in the top lane, leading the top lane, and only the 3 of Brandon right behind him.
JR sitting in the 9th spot there on the top side, but up front, of course, we still have Tyler Clemis. Clemis in the 31 on that middle lane, the 63 trying to get there on the bottom side. He's being pushed by the 69 of Morrison right now. Morrison trying to get there, but Sam, it seems like right now people are still trying to feel each other out a little bit here at Talladega.
Yeah, still a long way to go. Only lap 32 of 113 as we're 3 wide for the race lead going through the trial.
Wide at Talladega, it doesn't get any better than that. Here we go. The 63 leading the way, but the outside has got the challenge going.
Oh my God.
The 97 of Chris Carroll trying to go on the outside, the inside lane, pulling it on. And we got Chris Carroll again, pouring it on the outside. Carroll being followed by the 13 of JR. JR trying to push him to the front, and now we have the middle lane forming back up, Sam.
There was a little bit of contact back there in 1 and 2 between the 31 and the 97. Don't know how they kept it straight. As you see, the 13 saw a small gap there into the middle lane, took it, and now leaves Chris Carroll hung out to dry on that top lane. But here comes, who is that right there? Can't tell the number. Let's go back. And
boy.
Right there. You got the 55. The 55 of Mike Davenport on the top lane. Making a move there, trying to get up behind Chris Carroll, make something happen in this top groove. He's got Bockover and Mark Arthur, and oh, there it is! Joshua Rutherford, Mark Arthur get together.
Oh, we got caution on the track. You're calling it, Sam, as Rutherford way down to the inside, trying to keep it off the inside wall. Pace car is going to come out for the very first time here tonight at Talladega.
Let's see if we can't get a replay on that. See what happened between the 12 and the 46. See if I can't get a good angle here. So we're riding along with the number 12, going into turns 1 and 2. You see the check up there, and then the 46 gets into the 12 and sends them around. The 23 involved, the 18 getting involved. Everybody else doing a great job trying to miss it. Heavy damage to number 12, our pole sitter here tonight.
Yeah, this is when you thank God that there is a couple of quick repairs here tonight. And the 12 is certainly going to need that.
These drivers do have 2 quick repairs. We're on lap 35 of 113. The next stage ends at lap 50. Right now, race leader Ronnie Morrison catching up to the back of the pace car. Johnny Avila back there in second. Brandon Mellor has found his way up inside the top 5 for the first time tonight. But that being said, ladies and gentlemen, while we are under a commercial break, we're going to go ahead and take another quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Romantic, isn't it? Shut up and sit down.
And welcome back to True Sim Productions, live here tonight. We're doing a charity race for Toys for Tots, and I want to make sure that you get over to our YouTube site. It's the easiest way. Go ahead, get over to YouTube. There is a link to go ahead and donate to Toys for Tots. Right now we have Ronnie Morrison, the 69 sitting on the inside, getting ready to take the green flag back as the Ford Mustang drops below the yellow line. The 63 of Johnny Avila. Johnny sitting on the outside as we wait for the green flag to come out. A long time here at Talladega. It takes forever to get through this tri-oval here at Talladega. Sitting in the third spot, the number 15, Brandon Metter, as we take the green flag once again. And look out for that outside lane. Johnny Avila on the outside, trying to take the race lead away from Ronnie Morrison. Morrison fighting back on the inside. He's got help from the 15, Brandon Mettler. Mettler on the inside, doing everything that he can to try. Oh, we got one dropping down below the yellow line, Sam.
Yeah, it's a 31 of Tyler Clemens again, trying to drop to the back here. Drops down to the apron, now has to find his way back up onto the racetrack. He does, nice and clean. Everybody giving him plenty of room. Great job by everybody to let Tyler back up on the racetrack.
That could have been bad. You're not expecting that to happen so early on in a green flag, but he did a great job getting back up into line. Now up front, we focus in on Avila and Morrison. They battle it out for the race lead, and this time by it's a 63. Avila gonna be the race leader.
Lap 39 of 113 here tonight at Talladega. The 63 of Johnny Avila taking over the race lead for just a second. Now, Ronnie Morrison fighting hard back on the inside. Brandon Mettler pushing the number 69 there, second on the inside lane. And you've got the 02 of Guy Barrett pushing Johnny Avila on the outside lane. And now, how about Jason Raymond there? Starting at third lane. Heck of a run there all by himself. Trying to get up there and make a move, make something happen up on the top side of the racetrack.
Yeah, you can use the top lane a little bit, but my goodness, to do it by yourself? Come on, Sam.
Looks like he's going to have a little bit of help from the 6 of Derek Paulson. Haven't mentioned Derek a whole lot tonight. First time he's been up there inside the top 10. Now making a move for the race lead with the number 44 behind him, pushing him.
Unbelievable racing here, as we're nowhere near a stage finish here yet. As stage 2 going to end at lap number 51, and you guys would not. These drivers are driving absolutely incredibly, trying to get your donations here for Toys for Tots.
Great shot at the field as we go into turns 3 and 4. Derek Paulson with that huge push from Jason Raymond was able to get out to the race lead, but Raymond was not able to clear that middle line. Give the race lead, though, to Derek Paulson coming out of turn number 4.
Derek Paulson leading the way. Fellow Bears fan, and that's probably why I like him the most. Derek Paulson up front driving the number 6, but look out for him. He has not had some good luck here so far this year in the super speedways.
3 by 3 as we go into turns 1 and 2. Jason Raymond at the top side of the racetrack. Derek Paulson in the middle. Ronnie Morrison on the bottom. Going through the tri-oval last time by. Derek got a great shot from the number 63, and he wiggled really bad going through the tri-oval. Managed to keep that Ford Mustang going straight. Now out here still racing for the lead.
Yeah, doing a great job, and now Derek Paulson brings it down to the inside. Derek Paulson driving the number 6, and he's got the 69 right behind him. That's Ronnie Morrison. Morrison trying to keep the head of steam going on that inside lane, but look out for that third lane, Sam, and it's formed up. Driver of the number 44, Jason Raymond, trying to make it happen.
Going for the race lead into turns 1 and 2 is the 44, Jason Raymond on the top side. A lot of momentum, only 4 or 5 cars up top. Middle lane not as formed up. Bottom lane the most formed up right now as we head down the back straightaway.
The 6 car getting a push from the number 69. Ronnie Morrison trying his best to be a good, we'll call it teammate, but look out for the 44. He drops all the way to the bottom side. Jason Raymond, now the race leader, and he put an exclamation point on that, Sam, by dropping way down to the bottom side to make it happen.
Went from the third lane all the way down to the bottom of the racetrack, now back in front of the 6. It's almost a little bit of contact there. Ronnie Morrison didn't know if he wanted to stay on the bottom behind Paulson or move up into that middle lane, and made himself clear there, and everybody keeps it straight. Great racing here at Talladega.
Now is the time to open your wallets. These drivers are doing everything they can. Let's do it with them. Toys for Tots on the line here. Check out True Sim Productions on YouTube for the direct link for donations tonight. And Sam, let's look at what we've got tallied up so far in donations here tonight.
$936.76. Scotty Stevens came through and donated all the drivers' entries and driver donations, and that was a little over $600. Everybody, we are that close to hitting our $1,000 goal. Come on now, be generous, donate Toys for Tots right now. Link in the YouTube comments, pinned in the YouTube comments. Check it out. Ronnie Morrison going for the race lead as we go through turns 1 and 2.
Morrison up in the middle lane. Morrison trying to get it done. He's being followed by the 63. Now the bottom lane starting to get a little bit of momentum as well. The 44 leading the way. That's Raymond on the top side. It's going to be the 3 of Brandon and Bakey. Bakey trying to get that top side lane formed up. 3 by 3. Sam live here at Talladega.
These guys are doing a great job, great racing. Coming to 5 laps to go here in stage number 2, lap 45 of 113. Jason Raymond and Derek Paulson fighting hard on that inside lane. Then you got Ronnie Morrison and Johnny Avila. Avila's been up there all night so far, running that middle lane. And as Chris just mentioned, the 3 of Brandon Bikey, you got him up on the top lane. You got, it looks like to be a few teammates of his behind him as well. You got Gallimore up there, and I don't know who else is behind him right there. It's hard to tell right now.
Well, it's going to be the 17 car, Sam. The 17 is,
Paul Gallimore.
Goodness.
And then you got the number 80. The 80 is Alonzo King Jr.
Yeah, and forgive us, guys. We have to, we're literally having to chase down the time in scoring here. This is amazing. Talladega bringing all the action here tonight. Let's not forget stage number 2 going to end here in about 4 laps. Sam, we're on lap 46. Stage 2 are right around the corner. We expect more pit stops coming, but who is going to win stage number 2? It's up in the air right now, ladies and gentlemen.
What more could you ask for here on a Saturday night for a charity race? 3 wide almost all the way back through the field, racing here for the end of stage 2.
It's not done yet, though, but right now, the 69, that middle lane. Oh, here comes Raymond. Raymond going to lead the way. A little bit of a blink there. I don't know if you caught that, Sam, but right now, Morrison in the 69 leading the way, and Jason Raymond trying to win stage number 2. Here comes the 3 car on the outside. Look out for him. It is going to be the 3 car leading the way. Brandon Bikey on the outside.
Yeah, and it looks like again that he's got at least 2 teammates behind him. They're all running the same paint scheme. And that is the 80 of Alonzo King Jr. and the 17 of Paul Gallimore. I want to make sure we shout them out as well. Big wreck behind them.
Oh,
Ryan
look out,
Zimmerman,
caution
the big
flag.
one.
Oh, man.
Coming to the end of stage 1, it looked like the 28 was involved. Not sure what happened. These guys were 3 wide. We're going to have to go back. Maybe slow it down a little bit here. See if we can't find it. Okay, so right there's contact. Let's go ahead and
Oh, you
switch
see
up
the
the
2
camera.
sideways already. That is not good.
All right, so going down the back straightaway, we're going to slow it down just a little bit. Looks like the 28. You can see flames coming out of the tailpipes right there. So they are lifting. Dalton gets into the back of the 28. Was not square with it, Chris. And that's what turned him down into the 2. You see it there. Everybody trying to get around him. Mark Arthur coming in there. Corey Rutherford getting involved. Actually, a lot of drivers doing a really great job avoiding that. Not many race cars involved. You still got 2 fast repairs, most of these guys. So nobody's night is officially over just yet.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing the control of the car to be able to avoid that wreck. And I'll tell you, you called out Mark Arthur. He may have missed that, may not have, but we'll see. But we're getting ready to finish up the stage here, Sam. It's lap 48 of 50. When the stage ends, we gotta figure it out. We're gonna find it out here pretty quick.
Well,
but
see,
one thing for sure is we're gonna see some pit stops.
I was going to say, this is what was going to be interesting. It's, are you going to come down and get your pit stop now? Or are you going to stay out and try and win that stage? I mean, there's two strategies you could play, right? Because you could just stay out, win the stage, and then come down with one to green and take your pit stop.
Well, that's just it. And, you know, $10, that's enough to almost buy a car or a track here on iRacing. And I'll tell you, Front Row Esports is going to get their money's worth here tonight. It's going to come down to strategy on lap number 50.
And how about that? As we mentioned, how about the one of Jeff Clifton? He's staying out on the racetrack right now, going all the way up to the front.
Yeah, Jeff Clifton not afraid to try and lead one, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. Clifton going to be a race leader at the end of this caution. We're going to find out if it's going to pay off for him. That's the big trick. Sam, I don't know about you, but it might be a good time to kind of step away. We'll put in some commercial breaks, like one from our TRJ card. Excuse me, not TRJ karting. That's horrible. Let's do one from Savage Edge.
You got it, Chris. We'll be right back.
Romantic, isn't it? Shut up and sit down.
We are back live here on True Sim Productions on YouTube and BAM Racing videos on Facebook. And Jeff Clifton came down pit road right before they hit lap 50. So I believe that gave stage 2 to the 69 of Ronnie Morrison.
Yeah, it's been confirmed, Sam, in race chat. Morrison is the stage number 2 winner here tonight. So we've got Dolan Kilroe and Morrison as our stage winners here tonight, stage 1 and stage 2, both earning $10 from Front Row Esports.
And now it's time to run out the final stage. And something we need to point out, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of tonight's race will receive 3 free months of setups from McConey Setup Shop.
I'll tell you what, Sam, I would love, and I mean absolutely love, to have those setups. 3 free months worth? Are you kidding me?
Absolutely. You get setups, you can go start winning some races there in the official side of iRacing and the open setup lobbies. 3 free months, as Chris said. That's a lot of free setups. That's a lot of money saved.
Yeah,
So-
you can either use it to win or you can use it to set up a league. I mean,
Whatever.
come on. The possibilities are endless at this
So
point.
that's a big, huge shout out to Maconi Setup Shops for sponsoring that and allowing the winner to take home 3 free months of free setups.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I want to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. Again, trying to make $1,000. You can see at the bottom of the screen just how close we are. Ladies and gentlemen, please, if you have it in you, even a couple of dollars. It doesn't take much. Let's get to that $1,000 mark. That is all I'm looking to do here tonight for this charity race. Toys for Tots. Let's make some child a great Christmas.
All right, so something interesting here, Chris. We thought we were going back green right there. It looks like Race Control is going to go ahead and extend it by one more lap just to ensure that they are completing stage 1, I would imagine. Maybe you got something over comms.
Yeah, I'm listening to it right now, and honestly, Sam, that's exactly it. They're just trying to make sure everything is straight and ready to go here for this last stage at Talladega.
So the flagman's showing them one more to green. The pace car you see does have the lights off, but we're going to go around one more time. Lap 51 of 113 right now. Ronnie Morrison, your race leader, with Jason Raymond in the 44 to his outside. Derek Paulson in third. Derek Paulson in fourth. Brian Zimmerman actually got involved with that last wreck, and he's now sitting up there in third.
That's one of the things you're allowed to do here when you have a couple of quick repairs. And for those not familiar with the iRacing lingo, quick repair basically means if you wreck your car, you come down pit road and bam, just like that, you have a brand new car ready to go. And some of these drivers, Sam, they've taken advantage of that.
They get 2 of them this evening. So unfortunately, there's 42 drivers out here tonight. We can't keep track of every single one, but we know Zimmerman at least used one right there. But up in third position, great spot right now for the number 28. How about Brandon Metler? He's up there in 6th spot inside the top 10. Mark Arthur, our pole sitter, back there in 36th. He's got Corey Rutherford right in front of him. A couple of drivers we haven't talked about tonight. They've been kind of hanging near the back, maybe a little bit of strategy, but it's the number 11 of Mike Hamlin and the 14 of Dave Seats. And also their teammate right there, the 58 of Jordan DeCola.
Yeah, so with about 62 laps to go, we're getting ready finally, Sam, to go back under the green flag as we're serving under a caution that ended stage number 2. We have got the number 69 as our race leader, the 44 on the outside. No, gets a great restart. Look out for that 44.
Look at the push from the number 6 going down into turns 1 and 2. He's going to push the 44 out to the race lead for just a second, but that inside lane is really formed up, and they're fighting back here as we come out of turn 2, going out of back straightaway.
Derek Paulson behind the 44 of Jason Raymond. On the inside, it's going to be Ronnie Morrison in the number 69, the 28. Brian Zimmerman giving all it's got for the inside lane. On the outside, though, the 44 of Raymond has the race lead, and Paulson giving a heck of a push.
Yeah, Raymond, Paulson, and then you got Metler right behind Paulson. And then how about someone we haven't mentioned tonight? Kel Butler in the number 64, running that Toys for Tots paint scheme. It's Toy Story inspired, Chris, if you noticed that.
I may have mentioned or saw that prior to the race. This is awesome. I think you and I both are on the same page. One of the best Christmas movies ever.
Down and back straightaway, give the race lead right now to Jason Raymond, up 22 spots from the start of this race. Same with Derek Paulson. Both of those drivers are up 22 spots. Right now, biggest mover is the 43 of Josh Beaver, up 29 spots since the start of this race, sitting there in 11th.
Yeah, race chatter active right now, Sam, so I didn't catch exactly what you were saying, but Mark Arthur maybe spreading his wings a little bit. I know working with the TNA guys here tonight, but put out a message over comms with Dalton Kilrow. Again, one of my favorites here tonight, but the top side, getting it done, Jason Raymond and Ronnie Morrison and Derek Paulson, your top three.
Down the back straightaway. Once again, lap 54 of 113. A top lane starting to form, but nobody really going for it just yet. Is Derek Paulson. Huge push on the 44 going down the back straightaway. Both of them are going to clear the 69 going into 3 and 4, but neither of them drop down. And that's something that you mentioned earlier, Chris. You think that middle lane's going to prevail, and so far you've been right.
Yeah, the middle lane has been very fast from what I've seen over the last year or so here at Talladega. The middle lane certainly leading the way, and as is Jason Raymond in the 44, but here comes the bottom side trying to pick it back up, the 69 of Ronnie Morrison, pulling back side by side with the 44 to try and make a challenge on the bottom side. And again, Derek Paulson trying to keep that middle lane formed up just as tight as he can.
Aaron Bockover back there in the number 40 trying to make something happen on the top lane. Nobody really going with him. That number 42 thinking about it, and it looked like the 45 as well. All trying to make a third lane happen right now as we're in the final stage here at Talladega.
Yeah, the 40 car is one of my favorite paint jobs here tonight, Sam. I don't think that I've left that out to question at all. Featuring the Clydesdales from Budweiser, always a fan favorite here on the 40, but not able to get it going quite right here on the top side lane. On the middle lane towards the front, though, Raymond in the 44 still holding on to the front. And here comes the 69 again of Ronnie Morrison, battling back on the inside. He's got help from the 28.
I gotta just point out, these guys are doing a great job here tonight. Mostly green flag racing, 3 wide action here at Talladega. What more could you ask for on a Saturday night than to race for charity and get a great race out of it?
Just a little ways away from our goal tonight of $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can see any way of helping out, even if it's $1 visit True Sim Productions over on YouTube for a direct link to donate to Toys for Tots here tonight. We're putting on a hell of a show for you tonight, and I hope that you appreciate it right now. Jason Raymond, your race leader in that green and red, number 44, and Derek Paulson right behind him, putting the bumper to him, in fact, trying to get it done.
It's getting dicey up here at the front, Chris, as we're going 3 wide on the top lane. You got Michael Wood in the 99 leading the charge on that top lane with 64 of Kel Butler and the number 40 of Aaron Bockover right there, all working together, doing a great job looking for the race lead as we go down through the tri-oval.
Aaron Bockover holds on to that top side lane. He's got the 42 right behind him trying to get there. Oh, Bockover decides he's going to move down to that middle lane. Sam, I've mentioned it a couple of times. I believe that middle lane may be the fastest way around this track, but Bockover takes it to the top side.
Down the back straightaway once again, Jason Raymond in that middle lane with Derek Paulson following him. They're still out in the race lead, but Michael Wood is looking for the race lead going into 3 and 4 with Cal Butler right behind him. That bottom lane starting to get a little broken up just a bit. Brian Zimmerman hanging off the back bumper, that number 69 of Ronnie Morrison. But it looks like, who is that right there on 4th on the inside lane? He's trying to get up there and make something happen. The 43 of Josh Beaver. He's one of our biggest movers here tonight, still sitting there in about 11th position, but timing and scoring ain't all correct right now, ladies and gentlemen, because they are 3 wide as we got a yellow flag.
Caution on the track as we have an incident.
Oh,
and
big
it's
one.
a big one. Oh boy.
All right, we got to back it up because that could have started anywhere back here. Oh, right there, we got it. The 42 goes to the inside of the 18 gets into the quarter panel of the 18, turns him around. And unfortunately, nobody had anywhere to go back here. Bunch of drivers missing it. There's a lot going on right there. Mark Arthur, our pole sitter, involved again.
It's a parking lot on the grass, Sam, as we go back to the start-finish line under caution, looking for the pace car. An unbelievable race here so far. Again, ladies and gentlemen, check out True Sim Productions on YouTube. Let's get that donation bar filled in. We got just a little bit of red to go. We want to get that thing all green here tonight. $1,000 is the goal for Toys for Tots here tonight on True Sim Productions. And we are under caution once again here at Talladega. Sam, I'm sure we got some sponsors out there you want to roll some commercials for.
You got it, ladies and gentlemen. We will be right back. Stick around.
Romantic, isn't it? Shut up and sit down.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
We are back live here on True Sim Productions on YouTube and BAM Racing videos on Facebook. Derek Paulson, your race leader. Not sure what happened to the 44, Jason Raymond. Looked like he might have sped coming out pit road because he was sitting on the apron letting the whole field go by him there right before we went 1 to green, Chris.
Yeah, and it's too bad, but at the same time, here we go with another new leader here tonight. And like you said, it's the 6 car. Unbelievable. And I love Derek, don't get me wrong. Usually he doesn't show up this early in the race, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, he normally hangs out near the back. Normally he would follow his MFRD teammate from Blazing Pedals, Dalton Kilrow. I mean, they're teammates. They normally work together, but he wants to be up here at the front for this charity race. He's coming down to the restart zone. Going to fire him off here on lap 62 of 113.
Yeah, I say let him go. It's going to be awesome.
Green flag is back out in the air here at Talladega. Only about 51, 52 laps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching out there, put in chat who your pick is tonight. Name, number. We see a few people out there who have put their picks in chat. Let the drivers know who you're rooting for.
Yeah, and right now, I'm getting it's a little bit weird because I've got Derek Paulson kind of not showing up for me right now. I've got to go with Michael Wood on the outside. Oh, here we go. Derek Paulson now showing up as the race leader.
We got a wreck in the back of the pack. Number 45, I saw him out of the corner of the screen. He went around. Let's see if we can't get a replay going on that. Oh, yeah, the 45. Now, we always normally let the chat decide who's at fault. I give my opinion here. Looks like the 45 doesn't realize somebody's up there, but kind of looks like the 31 might have came down a little bit. Happened into the back of the field. Not many people involved. Unfortunately, the 45, heavy damage to the rear end. Gonna have to take one of those quick repairs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I don't know what happened exactly. I think because I was trying to focus in on Derek Paulson, he was not around. I got behind a little bit, but yeah, Derek Paulson right now being scored as the race leader in the 6 car.
Lap 64 of 113. We are under caution once again here at Talladega. For the Crooked Line Racing League's Holiday Showdown, the second annual one, I'd like to point out. So next year, look for this again, ladies and gentlemen. And look at the bottom of your screen, $930.76 going to Toys for Tots tonight. So we thank everybody out there who has donated. And if you got a few bucks, go ahead and throw it in there. There is a link pinned in the YouTube chat to donate. Takes you straight to it, and it goes directly to Toys for Tots. And we greatly appreciate it. Only about 69, 70 bucks away from our $1,000 goal. Help us out.
Yeah, let's get there. Ladies and gentlemen, let's make a Christmas here for a child or two. Let's get it done. $1,000. Let's face it, $1,000 doesn't go as far as it used to, but Toys for Tots, getting it done for the children across the nation. I want to extend to you the invitation to donate here tonight, even if it's $1 or $2. It all makes a difference. Right now, the 6 car going to be your race leader. That is Derek Paulson, a true American, no matter what you say, because he's a Bears fan.
It's another paint scheme done by MF Racing Design.
Yeah, Michael Falk Racing Designs on Facebook. If you're looking for a paint for your iRacing car, make sure to check out Michael Falk. he will get it done, and my goodness, does he do a great job every single time.
See one of the drivers with a flat back right there. Looks like it's Jeff Taylor in the number 23 getting his lap back.
Admin talking to the drivers right now, just telling everybody to calm down just a little bit. Let's get some laps done.
Yeah, and I mean, that's good, right? I mean, they were doing really good at the beginning of the race. A couple little mess ups here, but luckily these wrecks really haven't been all that big. I mean, we've had maybe 5, 6 cars involved, but none that I would really consider the big one yet here tonight.
No, you're right, Sam. The big one really quite hasn't happened yet, but I will tell you, it's still not, what do I want to say? It's not something that can't happen at this point. I just hope that if it does happen, it's kind of, I'm sorry, I'm listening to Race Chatter, and they're talking that, well, they're looking for the next charity race, Sam.
Already.
Something about racing in high heels and somebody else racing naked.
All right. Well. So, driver chat going a little wild here tonight. Might have to do a radioactive after this race. Pace car lights are going to go off. They're going to line back up, re-rack them, restack them. It's time to go back green flag racing here at Talladega.
Yeah, and that is exactly what we're after. The Ford Mustang has led a couple of laps here tonight, but the Mustang needs to come down pit road and unleash these drivers. Up front, it's going to be the 6 of Derek Paulson, Michael Wood in the 99. To his outside, we got Kel Butler sitting in the 64 to the inside. Running in third to his outside, Brian Zimmerman restarting in 4th position here. Tanner Marr are going to be up 20 positions, running in the 6th spot.
Also, the MF Racing Design's best paint scheme of the night is that number 4.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. And our biggest mover so far going to be Josh Beaver, the driver of the number 43, up 32 positions, if you can believe that.
Chris, we just hit our $1,000 goal.
That is awesome. I want to go ahead and thank every single person who has donated. Let's not let off the throttle yet. I want to do way more than 1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, if you can see it in your heart to do this, I want to make sure to make somebody's Christmas this coming season. Look, Christmas is only 22 days away. Let's open up our wallets, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this done. We're over $1,000 right now. I want to see more. If you can see it in your heart to get it done.
And I want to shout out David Miller out of Team Dark Tempest for donating the last $70 to hit our $1,000 goal. Big shout out to David Miller.
Awesome, David. Thank you so much. As we get ready to go back to the green flag, our race leader, Derek Paulson, leading them all the way to that green flag. Here we go, getting ready to go. Paulson, Wood, Butler, Zimmerman, your top 4 as we get green flag. One more time here, Sam. They cross the line and get ready to head in to turns 1 and 2 here at Talladega.
Derek Paulson's going to lead the way on the inside line with Kel Butler giving him a good push. Michael Wood there on the top lane with Brian Zimmerman right behind him. How about the 52 of Jason Day, up 28 spots since the start of this race. First time we've seen the 52 up inside the top 10.
Yeah, Day doing a great job right now, being scored in the 8th spot, but Day trying to work his way forward. Derek Paulson leading the way still, the 99 on the outside. That's Michael Wood. Wood trying to push his luck on the outside lane. That second lane, I'm telling you, Sam, you gotta look out for that. Here it comes.
Few drivers electing to duck off, go down pit road for some odd reason. 2 drivers going down pit road. Unscheduled pit stops. We're going 3 wide up here for the front once again. Johnny Avila looking to the top side, trying to make a 3rd lane happen. Johnny's been up there all night long, trying to get right back up in the mix.
Yeah, then 99, the 6. I mean, this is some challenging that we haven't seen yet here. And these guys are only working lap number 68. We've got 113 laps total here tonight. We're working lap 68, the 99. Michael Wood going to be our race leader.
Derek Paulson trying to fight hard back on that inside lane, but there's still a 3rd lane starting to form up. You got Johnny Avila in the 63. Chris Carroll up 30 spots since the start of this race, sitting in 11th right now. He's trying to make something happen on that top lane right now as well.
Look out for Chris Carroll as he is faster in the race. Maybe doesn't qualify as well as he should. Chris Carroll looking to try and work his way to the front.
And everybody, this is just the first pack of cars that are going 3 wide right here. As looks like the 69 of Ronnie Morrison makes a big move down to the inside. But we got to go back a little bit further. You see Dalton Kilrow kind of pulling another train along right now as they're trying to get formed up back here to make a 2nd pack, but they're losing a lot of time to these front runners right now.
Well, we talked about this at the very beginning of the race, Sam. We got a couple of different groups going on, and right now Dalton Kilrow trying to lead the way, but he does have a challenger up to that outside, and that is not what you want to see. You want to kind of see him going maybe single file or single file-ish to try and catch that lead pack. And
he just dropped down in front of Kilrow right there. And you got somebody we haven't talked about a whole lot tonight, Mike Hamlin, leading on that inside lane, but it looks like he's going to drop. We got another
caution. Oh, look out, he stopped on track. That could be dangerous.
Of Thomas Freitas. We're going to have to go back and see what happened.
Freitas on track, absolutely stopped.
Oh, there was contact up near the front here. Looks like, let's see what we got going on. Not sure who that is right there. Might have been the 45. Yep, the 45. So
all right,
going
well,
through
the
the
45.
trial, he just kind of comes down and looks to 13. The 44, Raymond involved. Freitas getting the bad end of it. Then there was people wrecking up front there. What happened there? That was a wreck after the wreck.
Yeah, it's a wreck after the wreck. You're absolutely right. 45, Noah Holmberg.
See if we can see that. We were on board with the 24 Troy Tarbuck right here. Oh, looks like Johnny Avila. Oh, they're 4 wide going into turn 1 right there. Zimmerman and the 63 kind of get into it. They come down and yeah, it was just a chain reaction after that.
Yeah, and you see that every single time here on the Super Speedway. It's always about the chain reactions. Even if there's a caution further back, it can cause a caution further forward. And Sam, I just want to point out once again, yes, we have hit our goal number here for the evening of $1,000. Ladies and gentlemen, I would appreciate it very much if you can open your wallets just one more time. $1, $2, something. Let's get it done here for Toys for Tots. Meanwhile, up front, well, we got our leaders coming down pit road.
Possibly for the final pit stop of the night. I don't know how many laps they can do on a tank of fuel here. Not something I didn't find out before the race.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting.
That handed the lead over to Kel Butler and Tanner Marr right behind him. They both last pit on lap 60.
Yeah, and they're 70% fuel, so it's, you know, they're not going to make it the rest of the way. There's no possible way as far as the top 2 drivers of Butler and Marr. So what is the strategy there? Oh, boy.
Well, we're going to let them figure it out. And while they do that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast. Often imitated, never duplicated. The greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
And we're back alive here on True Sim Productions on YouTube, BAM Racing videos on Facebook. Getting ready to go back green flag racing. Kel Butler, your race leader, lap 73 of 113.
Yeah, I want to thank BAM Racing for joining up with us here tonight, Sam, so we can have a live presence here on Facebook. Meanwhile, up front, it's going to be Cal Butler in the number 64. On its outside, the 4 of Tanner Marr. It's going to be the 99 of Michael Wood, and Derek Paulson to his outside, your top 4, as we get ready to go back to the green flag.
A lot of different strategies being played right now. The top 2, Cal Butler, Tanner Marr, last pit on lap 60. Everybody else pretty much lap 71 was the last pit stop. Again, different strategies between tires and fuel. We know they're probably going to have to stop at least one more time here tonight. But Kel Butler leading them down to the restart zone, getting ready to go back to the green flag.
Yeah, in fuel strategy, tire strategy, it's all going to make a difference here as we get ready to go to green flag racing once again for this charity event. Toys for Tots, it's what it's all about. Make sure you hit the link over on the YouTube site as we go green flag racing one more time, and the inside lane has got the push. It's the 64 of Kel Butler, Michael Wood, right to his back bumper on the outside. Tanner Marr trying to get a push from Derek Paulson in the 6 car.
Going down the back straightaway, as you said, Derek Paulson's going to give a heck of a shot to that number 4 of Tanner Marr on the top side. Tanner Marr looking for the race lead as they head down into turns 3 and 4. Kel Butler, great push from the number 99 of Michael Wood as they go through the middle of 3 and 4.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. The racing that we're seeing right now, you would think, Sam, that in the next lap we're going to see the checkered flag, but that's not the case. Only working lap number 74 here of 113.
Down through the trioval. Give the lead right now to Kel Butler as they cross the line. Kel's going to go ahead and lead that lap, but the hard-charging Tanner Moore looking for the race lead on the top side as we go into 1 and 2.
Tanner Moore, who has worked so hard to put this whole thing together. Tanner Moore in the 4 car on the outside looking to sniff out the race lead. He's got it right now.
Just by a little bit going down to the back straightaway. Derek Paulson still all over the back bumper. And how about the 83 of Carl Lindstrom up there in 3rd on the top line?
Unbelievable racing. This is, oh my goodness, this is so good. Sam, this is what I love to call side-by-side racing, but right now the bottom lane has a little bit of an advantage. I'm not gonna say doesn't, as Kel Butler in the number 64 leads the way. On the outside, it's gonna be Tanner Moore looking for that race lead, and we've got a 3rd lane with just 1 car. How do you do that?
I don't know how he's doing it, but it is that 63 Johnny Vila. 1 going around, the 42.
42 car going around. Will we get another caution here tonight? He's stopped dead. He's gonna bring it down, and stopped. He got, okay. He towed.
So could have got back going, decided to tow the race car. Keeps us under the green flag though, back up to the front. Still a battle for the lead between the 64 and the 4 car going through the trioval.
David Duran decides to take the tow, and Sam, hats off to him. You know, here we are in the middle of a charity race. He knew it. There's no points on the line. This is all for bragging rights. And he decided to take the tow on the top side of the track. Tanner Moore in the 4, looking to try and take over the race lead. He's got the 6 of Derek Paulson pushing him on the bottom side. The 64, that's Kel Butler. He's got the 99 of Michael Wood. Wood trying to push him to the race lead. Wood in the 99 is right to the rear bumper. And now the 64, Kel Butler, going to be your race leader.
Still the 63 of Johnny Avila looking to make something happen on that top side. Nobody wants to go with him just yet, though. There's still a long way to go. Tanner Moore going to lead that lap that time by.
Tanner Moore in the 4 car on that middle lane. Sam, I told you at the beginning of the race the middle lane was going to be strong. Here it is. He is the race leader last time by, but the inside lane taking back control. Gonna try and get it. The 64 being pushed by the 99, trying to take back over the race leader.
They're gonna have a big wreck. Oh
big
yeah, this is gonna be a big one. Many cars involved.
Oh, that is the big one, Sam. We've been watching for that the entire race, and there it was, right at the front of the field. It happened from about the 3rd or 4th spot back, and it was bad.
Gonna bring the replay up here. It looks like the top lane got really out of shape. We're gonna back it up even a little bit further. It looks like Tanner almost got pushed out of line here. He went up to the top lane. Paulson got to the inside, a big checkup, and the 83 just gets turned around. You see it, not a lot of places for people to go. That was the big one here at Talladega.
Yeah, Derek Paulson had no spot to go as he was right behind Tanner Moore in the top lane, and it gets ugly from there. Here we are working lap number 79 of 113, and we are under caution one more time.
So that is definitely going to have a lot of people using one of those quick repairs. The thing is we know that every driver started with 2 of them. We don't know who has used what, obviously. There's way too many people for us to keep track of, but we might start seeing people who have to come down and take genuine repair times here in a little bit if they can't keep it straight here.
Yeah, well, you're right. I mean, people are going to have to get their cars repaired one way or the other to try and finish this race. And in race chatter, there's A lot of stuff going on, Sam, as you might imagine. But the 64, the 6 are bringing it down pit road along with a 99.
Well, that's something I wanted to point out, Chris. I mean, this caution really helped out this 4 car, Tanner Marr, because he last pit on lap 60, and now he's going to be able to be on the same strategy as everybody else, and he's still going to maintain the race lead, more than likely. But he's taking tires, so expect him to drop a few spots here.
Yeah, some drivers are going to stay out, some drivers are going to come in. This is where the split between drivers is going to happen, as Derek Paulson leads the way off from pit road, the 6 car. First one off from pit road of that bunch.
That gave the lead over to, it looks like, Brandon Mettler. Mettler last pit on lap 65. He's got the 47 of Larry Bell right behind him. Bell last pit on lap 71. So another interesting strategy call here. Derek Paulson, as you said, led the race off pit road. It's showing him third right now. Lap 80 of 113. Laps are starting to wind down here, Chris. Only about 33 laps to go.
Yeah, it's getting down there. As you said, about 33 laps to go. We're going to go back under the green flag, and if you think we've seen action so far, you ain't seen nothing yet.
And the biggest thing is will they be able to run those full 33 laps? Are they going to be able to make it on fuel, or are we going to have to see another pit stop here? I don't think that was our last caution. I think these guys are going to be racing hard here tonight. I think we're going to see at least one more unfortunate accident here this evening, but that's just my guess. I'm going to guess just one.
I don't believe that you're wrong there. I believe that the racing is only going to get hotter as we continue to try and get this one done. 113 laps is the race distance. We're working lap number 80 here under caution. Sam, we got to thank all of our sponsors here tonight.
We do, and we're going to take another quick commercial break while these guys are under caution, and we'll be right back. Stick around.
iRacing, you wanted the best, you got them 4 abreast, often imitated, never duplicated, the greatest show on dirt, the World of Outlaws.
Romantic, isn't it? Shut up and sit down.
We are back live here on True Sim Productions and BAM Racing Videos, getting ready to go back under the green flag. How about Brandon Mettler in the number 15 and Joshua Rutherford in the 46, bringing them down to the restart zone.
Yeah, Mettler, Rutherford, Paulson, Zimmerman, your top 4 getting ready to go green. Green flag is out. We're going to hit those throttles. And Sam, we have, we're on lap 81 of 113, making it 82. As we cross the start-finish line, this one is getting closer to the end.
Only about 30 laps to go here tonight. A couple of drivers who were up front a little earlier in the race, now back up front once again. Got the 46 of Joshua Rutherford up there. The 15 of Mettler trying to get up in front of him. Looks like Rutherford didn't want to go with him right there, but Mettler kind of cleared himself anyway as they're looking 3 wide here going into turns 3 and 4.
Wow, you want to talk about some aggressive racing? We are seeing it right now. And on the bottom side, the 6-car Derek Paulson may be the top side. Oh, look at this. The 15 gets a great ride. That's Brandon Mettler on that middle lane. He's got Steven Johnson right behind him, pushing for everything he's worth. That inside line's got to form up just a little bit better. But the 15, Brandon Mettler, he really threw it off there, Sam, by moving up.
He really did, and I mean, that threw the 46 of Joshua Rutherford back to 9th place there on the outside lane. You see everybody kind of looking around, figuring out where they want to go. How about stage 1 winner Dalton Kilrow finds his way back up inside the top 10?
Yeah, Dalton Kilrow moving himself back up. Still haven't heard a lot from the likes of Aaron Bockover or the Lone Dutchman, Philip Van Vliet, though they're still out there. How about Thomas Ferlettis and Paul Gilmore? Haven't heard a lot about them here tonight. Josh Beaver, Carl Lindstrom, all mid-pack so far. And I'll tell you, Sam, you can win from mid-pack here at Talladega.
You really can. And the thing is that anything can still happen here. We're only on lap 84 of 113. Everybody's just trying to find a good riding position right now, I think we're going to have to see one more pit stop before this thing is over. And the last place you want to be is on that outside lane. So everybody kind of looking for that inside lane, getting a position to where they can get down as quick as they can.
Well, you would think that, but the way Brandon Mettler, our race leader, kind of dropped, or he didn't drop. He raised himself to the top side, but now he's going to suffer because the 28 of Zimmerman going to be your new race leader. He's being pushed by the 6 of Derek Paulson in the inside lane, taking control here at Talladega.
Yeah, I tell you what, that 6 of Derek Paulson has been doing a good job all night of pushing somebody. We've seen him up here all night long, always on the back end of somebody, not really up in the lead. He has been a few times, but really likes to be the pusher, not the pushee.
Yeah, well, Ford is really good at pushing. It's one of the things that I happen to know as I am a Ford driver, but those Fords love to push. And right now you see Derek Paulson just leaving it a little bit low so that he can get some fresh air across the grill, cool that thing down on the top side. Though that 15, Brandon Mettler, still going to be a race leader. And here comes the 47, trying to keep it down and out of the way as he's going to go a lap down.
Yeah, I was just going to say something about that, Chris. Coming up on 3 and 4, it's on the bottom side of the racetrack. Pulled a good move there, went to the apron. He didn't have to do that, but he got out of the way. Everybody, we keep it straight. Still green flag racing. Lap 86 of 113. Battle for the lead continues between Brian Zimmerman and Brandon Mettler. Mettler on the top side of the racetrack. Zimmerman on the bottom side as they go down the back straightaway.
Side-by-side racing as we head into turns 3 and 4, the 28 and the 15, getting it done. It's Zimmerman and Mettler. Oh, we got Wrecking coming up the very front row.
Oh,
look
wow.
out for the big one as, oh my goodness, it's happening now. Oh my Lord. The 06, the 15, the 64, all involved and plenty more here on the True Sim Productions. Oh my goodness, I almost said the call letters of another channel. But True Sim Productions bringing you all the action here tonight. And ladies and gentlemen, I see that the green line down at the bottom of your screen is completely full, that doesn't mean we have to stop. Let's keep our throttles down and keep donating to Toys for Tots. Sam, why don't you bring us all the action?
I tell you what, Chris, I got the replay pulled up right now, and they go into turns 3 and 4, and it looks like the 6 of Paulson moves up a little bit as the 15 kind of comes down, and that's what starts the whole chain reaction here. You're viewing it from the chopper cam here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. You see a bunch of guys getting involved. You see the 14 of Dave Seats involved, the 10 of Lamb. Philip Van Vliet doing a great job getting through there, slowed down, but Bockover has some heavy front end damage. Looks like the 43 has some pretty significant front end damage. A lot of drivers involved with that one.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate that maybe the driver that may have started it all was not involved. The 6 car, Derek Paulson, kind of, well, anyways, I guess we'll have to decide for ourselves, but it's another big one here at Talladega. Here on lap number, well, we're running 87 right now, Sam.
Lap 87 of 113 under caution once again. You saw a few drivers electing to bring it down pit side. We're going to go ahead and shout out the sponsors once again. We'll be right back.
Romantic, isn't it? Shut up and sit down.
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage. Looks like your car is toast. You'll need a tow back to pit lane. Press and hold your reset button and we'll come and get you.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Back live here on True Sim Productions on YouTube and BAM Racing videos on Facebook. Getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing 25, coming to 24 laps to go. Brian Zimmerman, your race leader, with Derek Paulson, who is outside. Gonna re-rack him, restack him, and get ready to go back Green Flag Racing. A bunch of drivers who we haven't seen up near the front are up there now. You got Jason Day, Dalton Kiro's back up there. How about Corey Rutherford up there in the 7th spot? Down through the tri-oval, coming to the restart zone. In the hands of Brian Zimmerman on the inside lane. Green flag is back out in the air here at Talladega.
Back out is the green flag, the 28 with a heck of a restart. That's Brian Zimmerman. That may not be exactly what he's looking for as the middle lane, we're going to call it, the 6 car. That's Derek Paulson, who brought out that last caution flag. I don't care what you say, Sam. The 6 car did bring out that last one. I'm gonna point it right at him.
Oh,
he's being followed. I am. He's being followed by Paul Gilmore. Gilmore in the 17. Right now, though, the inside lane has got it going on.
Yeah, Brian Zimmerman's getting a great push here from the 3 of Brandon Bikey with Dalton Kilroy right behind him. Paulson's going to drop down. Now the 17 of Paul Gallimore going to drop down. But Corey Rutherford looked to take that spot away. The 88 trying to find a spot on the inside lane, but can't. That tells me, I think, that we have to see pit stop one more time yet.
Yeah, look out for that 3rd place runner, though, Dalton Kilroy. Kilroy in the 41, doing a fantastic job. He dropped back mid-race now. All of a sudden, finding himself back in the 3rd spot. He's your stage 1 winner, Sam, and he is looking good.
A lot of cars moving around right now. Everybody looking for position. The 3 of Brandon Bikey going to squeeze up in front of the 97 of Carroll. They're going to go 3 wide. Dalton down below the yellow line. Oh my goodness, what tight racing that was. Carroll did a great job not running into the 3. The 3 tried to he almost cut him off there on that back straightaway. That was close.
Yeah, race chatter is exploding right now. I will not say what's going on there, but right now the 97, Chris Carroll, working his way towards the front. And Sam, that is not out of the question here, as we have 3 lines now forming up.
Yeah, the number 63 is Johnny Avila. Again, we saw him up near the front here at the beginning of the race. Now trying to make something happen at the top side of the racetrack. Chris Carroll getting left in the middle, but he has 1 car behind him at the 88 of James Efaw. And now the middle lane starting to form up a little bit better. Jason Raymond back there in last on the top side of that top lane. I'm sorry, I'm stepping all over myself, but he's right behind Tanner Marr. These guys are trying to make something happen as we go 3 wide up here for the race lead.
Yeah, you can tell it's getting close to the end here as we're working lap number 92, and these guys are trying to figure out a way to go 4 wide here at Talladega. It's going to happen, but right now the 63, Johnny Avila, is your race leader. He drops down to the inside.
Chris Carroll running in first on the top lane right now. James Efaw right behind him. How about Ronnie Morrison leading the charge on the top lane right now? Everybody kind of moving, wiggling around. You still got Dalton Kilroy back there. You got Derek Paulson, Michael Wood back there as well. We are 3 wide for the race lead into turns 3 and 4.
Yeah, and how about Zimmerman? He decided he wanted to go for the middle lane. He's being followed by the 97 of Chris Carroll. Carroll has no choice. He's got to get to the rear bumper and push his way towards the front. The 28 right now in that middle lane. Zimmerman trying to get to the front.
How about this shot right here, Chris? We're on board with the 97 of Chris Carroll. See on the back bumper, that number 28 machine. Push here. Do it for the kids. Carroll is all over the back bumper.
About. Yeah, that is exactly what it's all about here tonight, Sam. Doing it for the kids, Toys for Tots. If you haven't done it yet, make sure you hit that donate link It's right in the description on YouTube for True Sim Productions. If you're not watching on True Sim Productions, go on over to YouTube, check out True Sim Productions, hit that donate link, and let's get it done. We've already hit our number. Now it's just gravy. That's what I want. Extra gravy.
Great shot right here. We go through the trial. We're riding with Chris Carroll still on the rear quarter panel. You see it inches apart from each other. 200 miles an hour, 19 laps to go here at Talladega.
Yeah, it's really coming to an end here. 19 laps to go. The bottom lane right now has a slight advantage. Johnny Avila, he is leading the way. He's got the 3 of Brandon Bikey right behind him, but look out for that top side lane. The number 69, Ronnie Morrison, trying to lead the way. He's got the 99 right behind him. And here comes the middle lane now, Sam. The middle lane making it happen.
Yeah, Brian Zimmerman's got a great run there on the middle lane as we're riding on board with the 69 of Ronnie Morrison up on that top side. Look at the run he's going to get here going through the tri-oval. Great shot of the race lead right now.
Great shot here provided by True Sim Productions as the 28 in the middle lane trying to find his way down to first spot, but not going to happen this time by Johnny Avila up front in the number 63, and the 3 car is pushing for everything he's worth. Here comes the 41. That's Don Kilrow. Kilrow trying to get there with Derek Paulson right behind him. He's teammates with MFRD.
In the turns 3 and 4, Ronnie Morrison still to the top side of the racetrack, trying to make something happen on that top line, but they got to get formed up more. Coming to 17 laps to go here. They're 3x3 all the way back. This is great racing here for Charity.
3x3 here at Talladega. On the top side, the 69 trying to get towards the front, but not going to happen this corner as Johnny Avila trying to hold on to it. He's got the 3 car and Dalton Kilrow in the 41 right behind him. The inside lane seems to be formed up pretty well as they're pushing and pulling on every single corner.
A little bit of a wiggle there on the inside lane. Derek Paulson's going to get turned. That's the big one here at Talladega once again. Oh my God. That's everybody. Oh my goodness.
Paul Gilmore putting out the I'm sorry way ahead of time. The 17 may have been the driver in control of that one.
Let's go back and take a look, Chris. They're going to come out of turn 4. There was a checkup on that inside lane. And yeah, Derek kind of moved down and kind of got hooked. You just see everybody unfortunately piling in behind them. And that is the massive one here at Talladega. We only have 16 laps to go. Who still has a fast repair? This thing ain't over yet, Chris.
Yeah, it really comes down to who has the fast repair remaining, as we're working lap number 98 right now. Going to be 99 as we cross the start-finish line. And Sam, 21 drivers still on the lead lap.
21 drivers on the lead lap, and as Chris has mentioned, everybody, I know the bar down below is full and it's green, but that doesn't mean you still can't throw a few bucks for the kids, for Toys for Tots here tonight. And I really want to give a shout out to everybody who put this on. Tanner Marr for starting it. You got BAM Racing Videos, you got USA Firearms, CJR Graphics, MF Racing Designs, us here at True Sim Productions. Go ahead and throw a couple bucks for the Toys for Tots. Let's get it over 1,000. How about we make a new goal of 1,100 here with 16 laps to go? Can we do it? Share this stream out to everybody you know. Let's go ahead and do something awesome for charity here this evening at Talladega.
Oh man, I would love to see 1,100. That would be awesome. Anything over our goal would be great. Sam, I think we're doing a great job trying to bring some awareness to a charity. Toys for Tots, just 22 days away from Christmas.
Let's see here. I'll bring up, we'll go ahead and throw up the QR code one more time, just in case some of you can't get to the YouTube channel to get the link. There's a QR code. Just bust out your camera, scan it, and it should take you right to the website where you can donate to the great Toys for Tot Foundation.
Yeah, I want to go ahead once again and thank some of our sponsors here tonight. Of course, Savage Edge. They'll put your name on anything, savageedge.com. How about Makuni Setup Shop? They're offering up 3 free months of setups for the race winner here tonight. And how about Crow Company? Crow Company, the Hard Charger Award. And we've got
Front Row Esports doing the stages.
Front Row Esports, yeah, man, doing a great job. Thank for them.
And then,
MF Racing Design.
How about Dark Tempest Motorsports, the $10 of the pole award tonight? Kerry Shaver.
Yeah,
He's out here
just
in the
awesome.
number 18. I mean,
Awesome
this has just
stuff
been
right
an
now.
awesome event, and everybody, I mark your calendars, because next season, we're going to do it all again.
Heck yeah. Lap 99 under caution here. And Sam, I believe we can start another commercial break. It may be the last one here as we work our way to lap 113.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Romantic, isn't it? Shut up and sit down.
Back live here on True Sim Productions. Pace car getting ready to head off the track. Field in the hands of the number 63 of Johnny Avila, coming down to the restart zone. It's going to be 13 laps to go. Who's your money on?
Well, no matter who your money's on, Sam, it's got to be on the charity for tonight's race, Toys for Tots, as Avila is up front and 2 is outside. It's going to be Bikey. Bikey not getting a great restart in the 63, though, being pushed by Brian Zimmerman in the 28. Oh, my goodness, what a great restart on the inside.
Real quick, Chris, I need to point out, Savage Edge just donated $100 to the charity, and we just hit our $1,100 goal. Let's bump it up even more. 13 laps to go. Let's make it 1,200. Can we get 1,200 for them kids here tonight? Come on, ladies and gentlemen, help us out. Savage Edge, we know that's Corey Sherman and Amanda Sherman. Thank you guys very much for your precious donation here for Toys for Tots.
Yeah, that is incredible, guys. Thank you so much. Unbelievable charity given out here just, I don't know anymore, 22 days before Christmas. Oh, we've got a heck of a race here for you, though. Talladega coming down to the finish, Sam, and we've got 2 lanes going for it.
Yeah, and a third lane's starting to get built up as we go down into turns 1 and 2. It's going to be 12 laps to go. The 63 of Johnny Avila trying to hold on to the race lead. They're going to door a little bit as they come through turns 1 and 2. The 69 of Ronnie Morrison going for broke here at Talladega.
The 63 trying to hold on to everything he's got, but on his outside, the 69 Morrison trying to hold on to the outside. Third lane is starting to form up. Look out for the number 24. I believe that's 24.
Yeah, it's 24. Troy Tarbuck starting that outside lane, and he's got Tanner Marr, Derek Paulson behind him. And how about, I think that's the 23 it is, of Jeff Taylor working with a teammate right there as the leader.
Sam, caution on the field.
No, they stay green. They're still green, Chris. Still green.
Oh, my
69. 69 gets turned. We stay under the green flag. Troy Tarbuck takes over the race lead. Derek Paulson looking for it down the back straightaway. 11 laps to go.
Derek Paulson in that middle lane. Going to be a race leader. He is followed by Brandon Bikey. Bikey in the 3 trying to push Derek Paulson further into the race lead. The 24 on the inside trying to battle back. That's Tarbuck. Tarbuck now looking for the race lead on the inside.
3 wide. Tanner Marr up on the top side of the racetrack. Derek Paulson to the middle. Troy Tarbuck fighting back on that inside lane. He's got Brian Zimmerman pushing him. Brandon Bikey pushing the number 6 right now in the middle of the racetrack as they go down into 1 and 2. 10 laps to go here at Talladega.
It's going to be Zimmerman and Bikey. Those are the 2 drivers you got to look out for. Those are the pushers. 2 back. It's going to be the 3 and the 28. Who is going to push to the race lead and who is going to hold on? Right now, it's going to be Derek Paulson pushed to the race lead by the 3 of Bikey. Bikey doing everything he can to try and keep him there. Paulson now falls back to the second spot as the 24 of Tarbuck takes over the race lead. He's got the 28 right behind him.
Coming down the line, it's going to be 9 laps to go. Derek Paulson fighting hard on the middle lane. A third lane being formed up top with Chris Carroll and Jeff Clifton now. And pulling along someone we haven't mentioned a whole lot this evening, Mike Hamlin in that number 11. Tanner Marr is going to jump up in front of the 11. Now Mike Hamlin goes to the middle of the racetrack. They're going to be 3 by 3 by 3 coming out of turn 2 and down the back straightaway.
And Bikey goes up to the top side. He's going to leave Derek Paulson alone. The middle lane stalls. It's going to be Bikey and Tarbuck racing for the race lead. The 97 there, Chris Carroll trying to push the 3 towards the front. The 24 has the race lead. That's Tarbuck. I haven't mentioned his name a ton here tonight. Tarbuck right now the race leader. The other 2 lanes starting to stall out.
3 wide right now, coming up on a lap car, but Troy Tarbuck on the bottom, Brian Zimmerman right behind him, Michael Wood in the 99, third on the inside lane, 64 Kel Butler's going to go ahead and get out of the way. 8 laps to go here at Talladega. Brandon Bikey up on the top side of the racetrack, Derek Paulson in the middle with Brandon Metler following him.
Brandon Metler's got to get to the back bumper of the driver in front of him. That's Derek Paulson. 2 Ford Mustangs hooking up bumper to bumper in the middle lane. On the bottom side, the 24 has fallen back now to the 4th spot. The middle and the top lane starting to get some momentum.
Brandon Bikey made a heck of a move into 3 and 4, went from the top side of the racetrack all the way down to the bottom in front of Troy Tarbuck. Took over the race lead. Now Chris Carroll with a heck of a run on the top side with Jeff Clifton trying to take it away. Still 3 wide for the race lead. 7 laps to go.
Jeff Clifton in the number 1 car, up 21 spots, trying to get it done. but Brandon Bikey, Troy Tarbuck, Derek Paulson, Chris Carroll, all right there battling it out for the top spot here at Talladega.
Big move from the 24 down the back straightaway, jumps up in front of the number 6 machine as they go barreling down into 3 and 4, still 3 wide for the race lead. Troy Tarbuck now leading the middle lane with Chris Carroll at the top, Brandon Bikey at the bottom. Brian Zimmerman doing everything he can. He's got to get back to the back bumper. That number 3 might have lifted just a little bit. Let that race car breathe. We're coming to 6 laps to go.
The Chevy Camaro of the number 28 trying to get back to the race leader right now. Chris Carroll is going to pull it out on top. The 97 is going to be your race leader. He's doing it with style. The 97 trying to hold on. Meanwhile, back just a little bit, it's going to be Chris Zimmerman. Zimmerman has been a heck of a pusher here tonight, trying to do it from 4 spots back on the inside.
A little bit of contact there between the 1 and the 6 as they came out of turn number 2. Derek Paulson go for the race win, almost pushing 4 wide. Carroll saw that, moved to the bottom side of the racetrack in front of the number 24 of Troy Tarbuck. Still, Carroll leading the race right now in 3 and 4, coming out of turn 4. Derek Paulson in the middle, Jeff Clifton up top with Tanner Marr pushing him.
Chris Carroll moves to the middle lane. Now he's got Derek Paulson on the backside. Troy Tarbuck takes over the race lead. And action is picking up here at lap 109. Just 4 laps to go here live from Talladega.
Troy Tarbuck has a good lead right now as they come out of turn number 2. Brian Zimmerman's going to jump up in front of Chris Carroll. As we got one spin in, the 99 goes down to the inside of the racetrack. Michael Wood is going to hit the inside retaining wall. No caution. We stay green flag racing. 5 laps to go, coming to 4. Going into turns 3 and 4 right now. Brian Zimmerman is leading the middle lane with Chris Carroll up to the top side. Troy Tarbuck at the bottom side of the racetrack. Brandon Bikey pushing him. Brandon Zimmerman trying to fight back. Chris Carroll also got a heck of a run as they come out of turn 4 through the tri-oval.
Tarbuck on the inside, leading the way to the outside. It's going to be Chris Carroll. Middle lane, trying to form it up. It's Brian Zimmerman in the 28. He's got the 6 car right behind him. Derek Paulson trying to push him towards the front, but 24 on the inside has got a heck of a push.
They're coming up on some lap traffic once again here, going down the back straightaway. Brian Zimmerman looking for the race lead. Big push from the number 6 as they go down the back straightaway. 4 laps to go here. Into turns 3 and 4, Chris Carroll still to the top side of the racetrack. Troy Tarbuck leading the bottom line.
Chris Carroll trying everything he can on the outside lane. The 28 is trying for the race lead. He's got it right now. That's Brian Zimmerman on the inside. And Troy Tarbuck, we're 3 wide, racing for the race lead here. As the 97 gets a good push. The Chris Carroll machine has a good push on that far outside lane. He's being pushed by the 1 of Jeffrey Clifton.
3 laps to go as we go through turns 1 and 2. Still 3 wide for the race lead. Chris Carroll up top. Brian Zimmerman in the middle and Troy Tarbuck on the bottom. Everybody fighting for every position they can here. Who's going to take home the win tonight? Down the back straightaway. Big run for the top lane of Chris Carroll, Jeff Clifton, Tanner Marr. You got Dalton Kilrow and Corey Rutherford up there as well.
Nobody has decided who's going to win so far here tonight. The inside lane. Troy Tarbuck is trying to lead the way. He has it on the bottom side, but the middle and top side still trying to figure it out so far. The 28 is going to be Brian Zimmerman. Good push coming out of the corner.
Popsicle sticks in the air. 2 laps to go. Troy Tarbuck has the advantage right now. Brian Zimmerman fighting hard on that middle lane. That outside lane, not a lot going on. How about Derek Paulson? Jumps up in front of the 97. Derek Paulson looking for the race lead down the back straightaway.
Right now, the 24, Troy Tarbuck, trying to control the way. Who is going to win the 3 free months of setups from Marconi Setup Shop?
They're coming out of turn number 4. Troy Tarbuck has a pretty good lead right now, but Brandon Bikey all over the back bumper. They're coming down through the tri-oval. This time it's going to be white flag in the air. What are you going to do to win this charity race right now? Big push from Derek Paulson. He's coming up to the front, and Brady Bikey looking to make a move. Next flag will end the race. It doesn't matter if a caution flies or not. The 80's going to get turned. They keep their foot in it. The 11's going around.
Oh, we got a big one happening.
No caution.
Comes back, no caution.
24.
On the field. Troy Tarbach still the
They're
race.
turning again. It's going to be down to this. It's going to be Derek Paulson and Troy Tarbach. Everybody else has wrecked out. Who's going to take it? 2 cars coming to the win.
Troy Tarbach leads them through 3 and 4. Here comes Derek Paulson looking for a way. Not going to happen, though. The 24, Troy Tarbach, going to be your race winner.
Not just yet. Derek's going to look to the outside. Can't make it happen. Troy Tarbach's going to take home the race win here for the Holiday Showdown.
Unbelievable action. Want to thank all of our sponsors once again. Want to thank all of the individuals who put up some money here for Toys for Tots. A huge deal. I want to thank everybody one last time for getting it done here. Toys for Tots, over $1,000 made here for this charity race, and congratulations going out once again to Troy Tarbach, Derek Paulson, and J.R. Schober for making the top 3.
What a wild race. It was a long one, but it was well worth it. Troy Tarbach in that number 24 taking home the win here tonight. Started in P8, was patient through the whole race and put his car where it needed to be to come home and win this thing. Coming down to the start-finish line, I guarantee he's going to go ahead and burn it down. Again, winner of 3 free months of McConey setups from McConey Setup Shop. This winning moment to you is brought to you by McConey Setup Shop. Troy Tarbach going to burn it down.
Absolutely awesome. $1,076, the official count here so far from Tanner Mark, who is responsible for setting this up. And then we got to add 10 more, so 1,000 plus 10.
I'm looking
it's
at
awesome.
mine.
1,086.
It's showing 1,176.
Awesome. Just absolutely awesome. I love it. This is what it's all about here. Unbelievable. These guys have absolutely poured their hearts out. They put on a hell of a show here tonight. If you're watching this between December 3rd, 2022 and December 25th, 2022, it's not too late to make a difference in some child's life. Toys for Tots. Make sure to make that donation happen. And man, what a hell of a show here from True Sim Productions, live on Facebook. And of course, we have to thank BAM Racing Videos over on Facebook. It's been awesome.
That being said, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break. Everybody, when we come back, we're going to talk to the man who got this thing all together. We're going to talk to the top 3, post-race interviews, all that stuff. But stick around. We'll be right back.
and sit down.
And we're back live here, ladies and gentlemen. It's time to do post-race interviews. I'm down here on pit road, and I'm catching up with our third place finisher. It's JR. And JR, can you pronounce your last name for us?
Hello?
Yeah, we got you.
Oh, hey, Schomber.
Schomber. Okay, so JR Schomber coming home in third place, man. So tell us what you saw there on that final lap and how you managed to bring it home P3 tonight.
Well, the last caution, I got some damage in my rear end, so I couldn't keep up with the pack, so I figured I'd have to just wait it out, and there'd had to be a big one on the last lap. Sure enough, there was two, so I was just able to navigate around them and keep it floored, and that's how I got third, I guess.
Well, hey, man, overall, great race for you. You come home P3 in this charity event. The biggest question I have for pretty much everybody we're going to interview tonight is, did you have fun?
Oh, I had a blast. Awesome race. Real fun racing.
Well, I tell you what, man, congratulations on that third place finish, and thank you again for donating and coming out and doing this charity race with us here. Who do you got to shout out for making that all happen on that number 13?
I'm going to shout out my teammates Ronnie Morrison and Tyler Clemis, and then all the front row guys, too, for making this happen. Great cause, fun race. I'd keep doing this if we could.
All right, man. Well, hey, we're going to get you back down there. Go ahead and celebrate that third place finish, and thanks again for coming out.
All right, thanks for having me.
And that was the third place finisher, JR Schomber. And Chris, I believe you're catching up with second place of Derek Paulson.
Yeah, Derek Paulson, or as I like to call him, my fellow Bears fan, Derek Paulson is the driver of the number 6, Derek. Chris, up in the booth. You have a copy.
I got you.
All right, buddy. Well, listen, a second place finish. Not too bad, but at the end of the day, it's all for Toys for Tots.
Oh yeah. I don't. I was here to have fun, and it sure was a blast. If this was a race, outside of that, I wouldn't have cared for that last move at the end there. But yeah, I had a really good time. I'm glad I was able to join the group, and I'm glad we were able to. Get some money for Toys for Tots.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun to watch, and you talk about the move at the end, but honestly, you were involved in a couple that actually didn't involve you, but may have started with you. What were your feelings there?
One, I will kind of take. I wasn't on the white line, and the 15, he was coming down pretty. Yeah, he was on us really tight on the bottom line there, and if I would have been hugging the yellow line, we would have been fine. But I was kind of in the middle of the line, so that one there, I'll take part blame on that. The other one, I was on Dalton's bumper, and he was third, and I was fourth in line on the bottom, and whoever was behind me decided to bump draft me while I was on Dalton's bumper, and I had nothing to do but just try to hang on, and yeah, that caused the big melee.
Yeah, it was a big one, bud. Who do you have to thank here tonight for the number 6 car?
Well, I got to thank you guys up in the booth for broadcasting this wonderful event. I got to thank Tanner and all the admins here on putting this wonderful event together. It's pretty cool. I think I heard we raised over $1,000 for Toys for Tots, so that's awesome. Just doing that, just driving car in the sim, and you can make money like that is pretty cool. And I just got to thank the Rutherfords and Dalton there. They were in my channel, and it was fun being with them all in the race, and just the guys that showed up tonight. It was great.
Yeah, that's absolutely exactly what it's about. Toys for Tots here on True Sim Productions. Derek Paulson coming home second in his number 6. Sam, I believe you caught up with our race winner.
I did, Chris. Let's go ahead and talk to him now. He's climbing out of that number 24 machine. taking home 3 free months of McConey setups. So, Troy Tarbuck coming to the line there, man. You were leading. There were 3 wide. How do you feel about winning tonight? Troy Tarbuck.
I'll tell you, so excited you can't even talk, Sam.
I guess that's the case. Troy Tarbuck, you got us.
Yeah, man, that's it was a great race there at the end. Got lucky there. Close call at the end, trying to block a little bit, and seems like a lot of guys kind of wrecked there. It's not what I wanted.
Well, still, I mean, you come home first. I mean, you were leading that inside lane there for the last, let's say, 8 or so laps. What did you see in your rearview mirror, and did you just keep your foot in it? Was your team telling you anything? Kind of just walk me through that last lap.
Yeah, pretty much. We were kind of all working together there. Zimmy and Chris let me know what was going on. The 3-car was pretty clean, pushing me the whole time. I was just waiting for him to jump out of line. But got some luck there at the end. It was good times.
So, biggest question that I have since you won tonight, did you have fun? That was the biggest question. Did you have fun tonight?
Oh, yeah, awesome time. It was great. Running with that many cars, it's, and anybody can win. It's always a good time.
All right, man. Well, who do you got to thank on the number 24 for tonight's win?
I'd just like to thank Chris there. He's been helping me out the last couple of years and making things a lot easier and making me understand it. Coming over from, real racing to the computer game, there's a little bit of a difference. So, he's been a big help.
All right, man. Well, hey, congratulations on taking home 3 free months of McConey setups. And thanks for coming out and donating a few bucks for the Toys for Tots Foundation. And we hope you had fun. We'll see you in the next one.
No problem. Thanks, guys, for putting this on. It's awesome.
So that was your race winner, Troy Tarbuck, in the number 24. And there is one more person that I want to talk to here tonight. And if he wants to talk to anybody as well, we can. But we're going to catch him off guard. We got to bring him up here. He's the man who got this thing started. Pretty much, it ran the whole thing from start to finish. I know you were stressed out about it. But, Tanner, I mean, have you seen how much we got here tonight? $1,200.76 for Toys for Tots.
And go ahead and add another 300 something onto that from other POV streams. We raised over $1,500 racing tonight, Sam. $1,500.
Awesome.
Man, oh man.
$1,500.
I told you, you've been my right-hand man through this the entire time. And I woke up this morning and I wasn't looking forward to it. I'll be totally honest. I was nervous, worrying about what could go wrong. And yeah, we had our bumps and bruises, Talladega. I had a blast. I know y'all would have liked to be out there, right? Because it was a lot of fun, but I'm super glad to have y'all calling the action. I can only imagine how good it sounded. And shout out to the people at home, too. If y'all watch lap to lap, y'all are the real MVPs as well. What a blast.
So here's my question, Tanner. Do you think we'll see another one of these next year?
Sam.
I'm listening.
Let me go to sleep tonight first. We'll make a decision tomorrow. In all honesty, of course. It was all the headache, the being right here in front of the PC, the talking to people, the recruiting people, to make sure the broadcast was going to go up without a problem. All that, it's minuscule whenever you think about what we was able to all do. This Simrace community is awesome, man. I mean, we bicker, we fight, but then, I mean, we put something like this up, and before you know, you have 43 people showing up, and they're showing up to have fun, but they're showing up for a cause too, and it makes it special, really, really special.
Well, I tell you what, man, we had a great time calling that race. You guys put on one heck of a show. Over $1,500 donated to Toys for Tots tonight. I mean, thank you again for dealing with all the headaches and everything, and you putting this on. I know you did a lot behind the scenes. I was working with you, like you said, the whole time, but you did a lot to get this thing going. Big shout out to Tanner Marr from Crooked Line Racing, everybody, for putting this on. Tanner, we're going to go ahead and let you get back down there and kind of relax now since it's over, and we're going to get this thing finished up.
Right on, buddy. And Chris Legoo, Sam, you two boys, thank y'all very much. And I'll do a part 2 if y'all do a part 2 with me.
No, we're there.
I'm there.
Right.
Yeah.
Right on, guys. Well, thank y'all very much, seriously.
All All right, Tanner, go enjoy the rest of your night, buddy.
Absolutely, boss. Thank y'all.
That was the guy that put it all on. And Chris, what a wild race. Thank you for joining me in the booth tonight. And everybody, over $1,500 raised. I mean, that is just insanity. You guys are awesome. All for Toys for Tots. Oh, wow, I can't even speak. That race was so good. But I'm trying to get the race results up here on the screen. There you go. Troy Tarbuck coming in first. Derek Paulson second. J.R. Schomburg in third. Corey Richford fourth. Jeff Taylor coming home fifth. And Chris, do you have any final words that you'd like to throw out there?
I'll tell you what, Sam, that was an incredible race, and the only other thing that I can say is this link doesn't die. If you're watching this after the live broadcast, don't worry about it. Please make sure to hit that link today, December 3rd, 2022. We have all the way until December 25th to make a difference in some young child's life. Let's get them exactly what they deserve. Let's get them some presents underneath that Christmas tree.
Absolutely. And again, one final thank you to all the sponsors who helped get this holiday showdown underway, all the hard work put in behind the scenes. We thank every single one of you. This is going to do it for us here on True Sim Productions. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and like BAM Racing videos on Facebook. We'll see you guys again in the next one. Have a good one and happy holidays.
Good night, everybody.